Thank you. Thank you. Well, good morning, everyone. Thank you, everyone, for that kind reception, and thank you especially to the Chamber of Commerce for once again hosting the City of West Palm Beach State of the City presentation. This is our 15th State of the City address. I also want to recognize and thank my family for being here today. My husband, Charles, is over there. My daughter, Dr. Jessica Muoio, and a very special little guy, my grandson, Jordan. Jordan, stand up and say hello. And I want to say thank you to our West Palm Beach City Commissioners for all their hard work and dedication. Commission President Keith James, Kimberly Mitchell, Ike Robinson, Sylvia Moffett, and Shannon Materia. Let's give them a round of applause. In addition, I want to acknowledge all the dedicated city employees in this room. Our successes as a city are due in no small part to their commitment and loyalty. I would ask all of the city employees here today to stand up and be recognized. Come on, guys, stand up. I also want to say a special thank you to the team who worked so hard to put this event together for today, and they know who they are. My greatest thanks to each and every one of you. This is my second State of the City address. As I stood here last year, I wanted to set the tone in our city that just living in a wonderful surroundings and with incredible resources is not enough. We must use these resources as our inspiration to create a world-class city, to use what we have as a driver of our public policy. Over the last year, I have held community meetings across the city. I've received feedback from both neighborhoods and businesses. These meetings were part of my ongoing campaign called Project Open Access. I intend to continue my Open Access campaign in 2013 to make sure that the vast majority of residents who do not come to City Commission meetings have a chance to be heard and have their voices heard. This past year, we faced one of our saddest city moments, the sudden passing of Commissioner Bill Moss. First as a resident, then as a fellow commissioner, and finally as mayor, I got to know a man who so loved his city and his role as commissioner. It became his life and who he was to all of us.
We're here at the El Cid neighborhood home tour, and this is just another example of a fabulous home tour and a fabulous day here in West Palm Beach. This is for the Kravitz Center themselves. They have an outreach program where they raise money and then they take the arts out into the community for children who would otherwise not be able to participate and see, good theater, dancing, music, and the like. This is the crown jewel of my district, District 5 in the city. This is something we've been working on for years to try to re-energize this golf course, to make it something that everybody from all over the county will come and enjoy. Remember, this is a municipal golf course. I don't care what you're looking for, it's here. I'm looking around me. There's a booth over here doing teas, and over here doing popcorn, and another one doing fresh made bread. I mean, there's nothing like warm bread. The smell just permeates the area. It's fabulous. One, I just want to thank everybody for those that did vote in the last election. I know the numbers were not as strong as we thought they should be, but again, I appreciate the support that I was shown by the public, and I want to say thank you to everybody who got out and voted.
I would like to recognize Bill's nephew, Michael Bask, and Michael's husband, Tim Harris. Thank you both for being here today. Like you, we will miss Bill, but he will not be forgotten. Among the many things, Bill was a passionate supporter of youth baseball and never missed an opening day. Therefore, today, I'm announcing the naming of the Bill Moss Baseball Complex at Phipps Park. There is one fundamental principle Bill understood. It starts with the notion that individually and collectively, each of us can make a difference. From our youngest to our oldest, from our families to our businesses, we as a city can make a difference. And making a difference starts with public safety. Walking on our sidewalks, driving on our streets, playing in our parks, it all must carry with it a safe and secure feeling. For those of you who have not yet met our new police chief, I want to introduce you to Chief Vincent DeMasi. Chief, please stand up. I'm not sure where you are, but stand up. In a few short months that Chief DeMasi has been with us, he has already made a difference. His new intelligent-led policing model is a weekly review of neighborhoods and crime data. For our officers, it means adjusting more rapidly and more precisely to emerging trends. For me and you, it means more visible patrols in our neighborhoods and more effective crime prevention.
Being a police officer is framed in the context of going to lock up the bad guy, which is very simple, it sounds like. And a lot of times what managers like to do is they like to sit back and tell people just go lock up the bad guys and we'll deal with whatever the fallout might be. I'm the other way around. I don't think our job is just about locking up the bad guy. I think our job is about getting in the community, interacting, working with folks. And that is a lot harder to do than just lock up the bad guys. Now we're asking our officers to put on a lot of different hats and do a lot of different things and expose the human side of themselves to the community that they serve. It's not just about riding around in a car with your windows rolled up and when the radio goes off, you answer it. It's about being proactive. It's about managing things from the front rather than from the rear.
Hey, how's everybody? How's everybody doing? Good. It's nice to see you.
You know, our philosophy is that the kids are extremely important. A lot of times, unfortunately, the only positive role models that a lot of these kids have are our police officers and, for that matter, our city employees. So we're working along those lines, actively trying to get involved with the different community and youth outreach groups.
Chief DeMasi and the entire West Palm Beach Police Department are making a difference. Last year, I promised to create a new Office of Economic Development with a director who would be working closely with me on a daily basis. I have fulfilled that promise. Alan Durham joined our team in April. Not a day goes by that he is not bringing to me a new idea or a possible new opportunity. With Alan's help, we have already exceeded my mandate of 100 new professional jobs in 1 year. We have tripled that milestone with over 300 new quality jobs. This past year has seen a resurgence in the number of developers looking to build in our city. Okay. This past year saw more development applications than in each of the past 7 years. We are seeing the most pre-construction interest in our city since the building boom, and planning revenues are at their highest point since 2005. There are scores of new projects on the drawing boards that hold the potential to reinvigorate our tax base. From a new project on Antique Row that promises a new mix of business and residential, to a new residential community on the old auditorium site behind the Home Depot. The Palm Beach Mall began demolition just last week and is on track to open this fall. New development in the land of the presidents remains part of the discussion, and a senior living residence is opening on Avernia Street in our downtown. Connecting us to our neighbors across Florida will be a new statewide high-speed railroad. All Aboard Florida is moving ahead with their plans to build a station near Quadrille and Datura. New hotels are in the pipeline, from right next door here at the Convention Center to the heart of downtown, with a Marriott planned for Hibiscus Street, a boutique hotel on Clematis, and of course, our old City Hall site. Now, before you say that's too many hotel rooms, in fact, the fact is that experts have looked at our city, and research shows we have a shortage of approximately 2,000 rooms. And that shortage that has stunted our tourism growth. Speaking of growth, there has been a lot of recent talk about the direction we should be headed in. I am pleased the public debate over how much growth is appropriate has begun. It needs to continue. We, as a community, from lawmaker to shopkeeper, need to have this discussion. We need to talk about how much development we really want, and we need to clearly understand the consequences of our choices. I want to especially acknowledge the Northern Coalition of Neighborhoods, NCON, which recently included this discussion among their priorities for 2013. Everyone in this room, everyone in this city has a stake in this discussion. And you all have a responsibility to make sure your voice is part of the debate. Quality of life issues, particularly for children and young adults, have become as much an economic development recruitment tool as office space and low taxes. Therefore, we must set ourselves apart. We must excel in what we offer as a community in order to attract businesses that provide quality, high-paying jobs. For example, our after-school program for students up through the 8th grade has been expanded and now runs every day at our 6 different community centers citywide. From FCAT assistance to college prep to guidance, our community centers, together with our library, continue to fill a critical need. They supplement the essential learning of hundreds of students and pick up where the public schools have left off. We are also continually expanding and growing all of our year-round and summer youth programs and sports leagues. For our families and grown-ups, we are making a difference after hours. We provide opportunities to learn and gather as a community. Would you believe we as a city produce over 140 events each year? And that number doesn't include the private events such as Sunfest and Boat Show. Our 4th on Flagler event is South Florida's largest Independence Day celebration, attracting over 100,000 people. This year will be our 25th year we've done it. Our green market is now the largest in all of South Florida. After 19 years and with nearly 100 vendors, it attracts 7,000 people every Saturday. These events, along with Clematis by Night and others, not only contribute to the quality of life, but they bring together neighbor with neighborhood and remind us all that our lives as a community are endlessly interwoven. I want to thank the folks in our Parks and Recreation Department and our library for making a difference. Thank you, guys. This past year, West Palm Beach was awarded the City Livability Award by the U.S. Conference of Mayors, one of the most livable cities in the United States. Another highlight of West Palm Beach in 2012 was hosting the World Leaders Conference at Palm Beach Atlantic University. This brings attendees from as far away as Australia by showcasing guest speakers such as former Prime Minister Tony Blair. That conference will return this spring. Also this spring, West Palm Beach will once again host the Palm Beach Strategic Forum to discuss strategies to accelerate growth in the economy and develop business opportunities. In today's world, corporations also want to know that a city is committed to a sustainable future. They want to make a difference through green initiatives, and we want to help them. This year, the City of West Palm Beach joined the Florida Green Finance Authority. It provides commercial property owners the ability to access the new Property Assessed Clean Energy Program known as PACE. PACE can be used to finance energy efficiency retrofits, install renewable energy devices, or upgrades for hurricane hardening. Our city is leading the way through the Department of Energy's Better Buildings Challenge. This year, we pledge to cut the amount of energy we use in our city buildings by 20% by the year 2020. I am proud to announce that West Palm Beach was the first city invited to join the Better Buildings Challenge. And I want to recognize two major businesses in our city that are making a difference by meeting the challenge as our first two partners: the South Florida Science Museum and Schumacher Automotive Group. By the way, as a reminder to everyone, next month will be our 5th annual E4 Sustainability Summit. By partnering with the Green Schools National Conference this year, the summit will be the largest ever. Over 1,500 teachers, administrators, facility managers, and students from around Florida will be here in West Palm Beach. I encourage you all to attend and support greening our city. Everything we're doing in our city means business. It means attracting new businesses, and it means helping our existing businesses to grow. And I also know it's all making a difference. We're really happy that we're starting to change the perception of what can be done here in West Palm Beach and what we can accomplish, and to continue to talk about West Palm Beach being open for business, but not just open for business, open to business.
I'm seeing a tremendous amount of development interest in the city of West Palm Beach. We're meeting with developers, architects, planners every day who are excited about a lot of the changes that they see coming. So we see the economy certainly improving.
One of the reasons and the criteria that we chose to operate this facility was the positive market and the strong potential for the business here in West Palm.
I've been in real estate for 35 years. I started in Massachusetts back in 1977, and I really have never in all of my life seen more intelligent urban planning and effective urban planning than has happened in West Palm Beach.
For any development activity to happen, it has to be a partnership between the public and private sectors. So we are doing all we can to make the development review and approval process as streamlined as possible, recognizing that applicants are our partner, and we want to continue to work with them because we both want the same thing, and those are good quality projects for the city.
This year, a Harvard University study, yes, that Harvard University, named West Palm Beach the #1 city for new entrepreneurs. Companies are once again viewing West Palm Beach as a relocation destination. One company in particular chose to move their Florida headquarters from Coral Gables to West Palm Beach and brought dozens of new jobs with them. Please join me in welcoming one of West Palm Beach's newest corporate citizens, Comcast. We are going in the right direction, but we must do more. In the coming year, West Palm Beach must become more competitive with other cities in attracting new businesses. Unfortunately, as we stand here today, we are behind in some critical areas. We are third in the county in the number of Class A office buildings. And among the office space that we do have, our occupancy rate is among the highest. This means we simply do not have the space to attract significant industry. We also lag behind other Palm Beach County cities in incentives that can be offered to attract those businesses. But today, I'm announcing a major step to close that gap. Alan Durham and I have been working on a preliminary framework for our new economic incentives that will we will present it to the City Commission for their review and approval. This is the first time West Palm Beach has ever done this citywide. These new economic development incentives level the playing field here in Palm Beach County. They will make us even more competitive in attracting businesses and new high-paying jobs to West Palm Beach. Part of this framework includes a combination of strategic investment initiatives that will focus on business expansion and retention, marine industry recruitment, downtown office conversion funds, small business loan guarantees, and capital improvement projects. I'm talking about creating a new toolbox and making a difference with real incentives for our business community. And it doesn't matter the size of the business or where the business is located in our city. We are recruiting not only job creators, but also businesses that will invest in our city. These new incentives will help businesses along South Dixie Highway and the Broadway corridors restore and renovate their buildings. They will help our industrial areas upgrade their facilities and purchase new equipment to make them more efficient. These incentives will help fill up our vacant offices and encourage the construction of new signature office buildings. We must continue making a difference in the lives of our business community, regardless if they just moved here or if they've been here for 50 years. No one understands this fact better than the city's Planning and Development Services Department, led by Doug Weiss and Rick Green. In just 1 year, the department has cut in half the time it takes to get a permit issued. And they have also cut in half the time it takes to get building plans reviewed. I know our Development Services Department has been making a difference. I hear it every day from you, the business community. But I also see it in the numbers. Efficiency is measured in our bottom line. 2 years ago, we hit our all-time low of just a little over $102 million in construction value. In this past year, we have more than doubled that value with over $207 million in construction value to our local economy. And it's not all about new construction. From South Dixie to the Broadway corridor, significant and dramatic planning is underway to rejuvenate those neighborhoods. In the Flagler corridor, in our city's north end, we continue to support our marine industry to ensure it continues to be the $100 million economic engine it has grown to become. That means working closely with our Community Redevelopment Agency. We owe a great deal of success to the ongoing and increasing business growth activity taking place in our CRA districts. It wouldn't be happening without the leadership of our CRA director, Kim Briesmeister. In our CRA district alone, we have had over 15 new businesses open in this past year. And we are most proud of the hip and innovative Lot 23 artist residential program, which provides reduced rent in exchange for artistic community service. The CRA continues its work to transform neighborhoods, from offering money for property improvements to purchasing whole properties and doing the improvements themselves. No area in our city enjoys the successes that come from tourism growth more than our downtown. I'm sure everyone here knows Rafael Clemente, Executive Director of the Downtown Development Authority. This year, I asked the DDA, the CRA, and our city staff to join efforts to develop a comprehensive marketing plan for downtown West Palm Beach. These folks went to work and came up with a plan that focuses on the quality of place, entertainment and cultural options, and dining options for our residents, visitors, and investors. They also are working on debunking the myth that downtown doesn't have enough parking. 29 new retail ground floor businesses opened in downtown West Palm Beach in 2012. These businesses range from restaurants to retail to spas and salons. And my own personal favorite way for measuring economic growth in our city is our trolley. We started a new commuter trolley route this past year, and between the two trolley routes, we are up over 600,000 rides per year. Yeah, good. Now we must go to the next level. We must see a coordinated effort in which we are all working together to brand and present West Palm Beach as business friendly. 2012 was a year of growth and new benchmarks for our city. Our limit of time this morning kept me from mentioning so many more individuals and businesses that made our success possible by making a difference. However, I would like to mention just one more person. And that person is you. You as an individual, you as a business leader, and you as a member of our community. It is your turn to make a difference. In the notebooks on your tables is a handout listing several folks who are ready to help you make a difference. Perhaps you're a business and you're ready to accept the Better Buildings Challenge. Or maybe you know of a particular business or corporation looking to relocate in South Florida. Or perhaps your business is ready to take advantage of one of our numerous beautification and building upgrade incentives available to you. I encourage you to start thinking of what you and your business can do in 2013 to make a positive impact upon West Palm Beach. The only way 2013 will be able to surpass 2012 will be with your help. I urge you, begin today, decide now to make a difference. Thank you very much.
Mayor, thank you very much. A successful first year indeed for your administration and for our community. Special thanks again to Russell Green and Grand Bank for once again serving as the presenting sponsor of the breakfast. Thank you for sharing your morning with us. Please enjoy the remainder of your day.